James, a tired rideshare driver in his early 30s, checks his phone. It's nearly 2 a.m. and he's ready to call it a night. The dashboard clock blinks 1:54.
Size. One more ride, then home.
His phone pings with a new ride request. The pickup location is a remote spot near the edge of town. James pulls up to the location. The street is dimly lit, bordered by thick trees on either side. He looks around, but no one is there. He checks the passenger's name on his phone, Mira.
Calling out Mira? Anyone here?
Silence. Suddenly the passenger side door creaks open, and a woman in her late 20s, dressed in an old-fashioned dress, gets into the car. Her face is pale and she avoids eye contact, staring out the window.
Mira, right?
She nods slowly, not looking at him.
All right, Mira, let's get you home.
He starts driving down the narrow, twisting road. The silence grows uncomfortable. James glances at Mira through the rearview mirror, noticing her blank expression.
Small talk. So, you live far from here?
Mira doesn't respond. Instead, she begins humming an eerie, off-key tune, barely audible at first.
Nervous. That's nice. Old song?
Mira's humming stops. She finally turns to look at him, her gaze intense.
Whispering, "Do you believe in ghosts?"
Trying to laugh it off. Well, never met one myself. Why? Are you planning to haunt me?
He glances in the mirror again and notices Mira's face has changed subtly. Her eyes are dark, her skin almost translucent.
Would you believe me if I told you? This isn't my first ride?
Okay, been on a few rides tonight, huh?
She doesn't respond, only staring at him, her face expressionless. The car continues down the lonely road. Suddenly, James's phone GPS glitches. The screen goes dark, then restarts.
Great. GPS is acting up.
Mira tilts her head, still staring at him.
You can't leave the road.
Slightly unnerved. I wasn't planning to. I'll just follow it to the end and get you home.
Mira's lips curve into a slight smile, eerie and unsettling.
There is no end.
James's unease grows as the road seems endless, winding and repeating. He feels like he's been driving in circles.
Jittery. Is this road going anywhere? I feel like we've been driving forever.
Just keep going.
James's phone screen lights up. There's a message from unknown that reads, "Turn back." He glances back at Mira.
Did you text me just now?
Mira remains silent, staring out the window again. Her reflection in the glass looks disturbingly hollow-eyed. The headlights suddenly flicker, plunging them into brief darkness. When the lights return, Mira is gone.
Mira?
He pulls the car over, breathing heavily, and looks around. He hears footsteps outside, followed by a woman's soft laughter echoing through the trees.
Get it together, James. She's probably just messing with you.
He opens his door, stepping out cautiously. The road is empty, silent. James walks a few steps away from the car, calling out.
Mira, this isn't funny. Just get back in, okay?
No response. He hears the faint humming again, the same eerie tune drifting from the trees. James turns around, shining his phone flashlight into the trees. His beam lands on something. Mira, standing among the shadows, her face barely visible.
There you are. Look, let's just get you home, all right?
Home? I never left.
Suddenly her face twists into a haunting, ghostly expression, eyes hollow and mouth opening wider than humanly possible, emitting a horrible scream. Terrified, James scrambles back into the car and locks the doors, breathing heavily.
It's just a prank. It's just a prank.
He looks up to the rearview mirror and sees Mira in the back seat, her head tilted, eyes empty.
Take me home.
The car speeds off, tires screeching, as James drives down the endless road, his eyes darting between the road and the mirror. Mira vanishes, then reappears in the mirror, whispering incoherent phrases.
Take me home. I'll never leave you.
Please, please, just let me go.
The faint light of dawn illuminates the road as James's car slows to a stop. He sits frozen, eyes wide, his face pale. A police car pulls up beside him. The officer taps on his window.
Sir, are you all right?
James doesn't respond. The officer opens the door and James tumbles out, shaking.
Where did you come from? No one's been down this road in years.
James's eyes widen as he looks back into the car, where an empty back seat waits. The dashboard clock is stuck on 1:54. The car door swings shut, trapping a faint echo of Mira's haunting laugh.